We are starting at the surface with stuff you probably already know, but the deeper we go, the stranger it gets. And I promise you, by the time we hit the bottom, you are going to question everything you know about life. Let's get into it. The germ theory. The germ theory of diseases is the currently accepted scientific theory for many diseases. It states that microorganisms known as pathogens or germs can cause diseases. These small microorganisms, which are too small to be seen without magnification, invade animals, plants, and even bacteria. Their growth and reproduction within their hosts can cause diseases. The term germ refers not just to bacteria, but to any type of microorganism, such as a protist or fungi, or any other pathogen, including parasites, viruses, prions, and viroids. This differs generally from the miasma theory. The miasma theory was the predominant theory for disease transmission before the germ theory took the hold it has at the end of the 19th century. It is no longer accepted as the correct explanation for diseases. It held that diseases such as cholera, chlamydia infections, or the Black Death were caused by miasma, a noxious form of bad air emanating from rotten organic material. Miasma was considered to be a poisonous vapor or mist filled with particles from decomposed matter known as miasmata. This decomposed matter was identifiable by its foul smell. Bacteria. The ancestors of bacteria are unicellular microorganisms that were the first forms of life to appear on Earth about 4 billion years ago. Bacteria are ubiquitous, mostly free-living organisms, often consisting of one biological cell. Typically a few micrometers in length, bacteria inhabit the air, soil, water, acidic hot springs, radioactive waste, and deep biospheres. They also play a vital role in many stages of the nutrient cycle by recycling nutrients and the fixation of nitrogen from the atmosphere. Although an estimated 43,000 species of bacteria have been named, most of them have never been studied. In fact, just 10 bacterial species account for half of all the publications, whereas nearly 75% of all named bacteria have no academic research devoted to them. Viruses. Viruses are found wherever there is life and have probably existed since living cells first evolved. A virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates inside the living cells of an organism. Viruses infect all life forms, from animals and plants to microorganisms, including bacteria and archaea. Viruses are found in every ecosystem on the Earth and are the most numerous type of biological entity. Viruses spread in many ways. One transmission pathway is through disease-bearing organisms known as vectors. For example, viruses are often transmitted from plant to plant by insects that feed on plant sap, or viruses in animals can be spread by blood-sucking insects. Many viruses spread in the air by coughing and sneezing, including influenza virus, SARS-CoV-2, chickenpox, smallpox, and measles. Fungi. Abundant worldwide, most fungi are inconspicuous because of their small size and their structure. They live a cryptic lifestyle in the soil or on dead matter. A fungus is any member of the group of eukaryotic organisms that include yeast, mold, as well as mushrooms. These organisms are classified into the biological kingdom fungi. a characteristic that places fungi in a different kingdom from plants, bacteria, and some protists is having chitin in their cell wall. Chitin is a long polymer and an amine derivative of glucose. It is the second most abundant polysaccharide in nature, only second to cellulose. And an estimated 1 billion tons of chitin are produced every year in the biosphere. Fungi-like animals are known as heterotrophs, meaning they acquire their nutrient by absorbing dissolved organic matter, typically by secreting digestive enzymes into their environment. Prokaryote. A prokaryote is a microorganism who's usually single-celled, lacks a nucleus or other membrane-bound organelles. The word prokaryote comes from the ancient Greek word which is broken up into pro and karyote. Pro meaning before and karyote meaning nut or kernel. In the earlier two empire system, prokaryotes formed the empire Prokaryota. But in the three-domain system, based upon molecular phylogenetics, prokaryotes were divided into two domains, bacteria and archaea. The cellular components of prokaryotes are not enclosed in membranes within their cytoplasm, unlike eukaryotic organelles. Bacteria have microcomponents, quasi-organelles enclosed in protein shells known as encapsulant protein cages, while both bacteria and some archaea have gas vesicles. The cytoskeleton provides the capability for movement within the cell, and most prokaryotes are between 1 and 10 micrometers in length. Eukaryotes. The eukaryotes are the domains of Eukarya or Eukaryota and consist of organisms whose cells have a membrane-bound nucleus. All animals, plants, fungi, seaweed, and many unicellular organisms are eukaryotes. Eukaryotic cells contain membrane-bound organelles such as the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum, and the Golgi apparatus. Eukaryotes may either be unicellular or multicellular. In comparison, prokaryotes are typically unicellular. Unicellular eukaryotes are sometimes called protists, and eukaryotes can reproduce both asexually through mitosis and sexually through meiosis and gamete fusion. Microbiota. Microbiota are the range of microorganisms that may be commensal, mutualistic, or pathogenic when found in or on all multicellular organisms, including plants. Microbiota include bacteria, archaea, protists, fungi, and viruses, and have been found to be crucial for immunological, hormonal, and metabolic homeostasis of their host. The term microbiome describes either the collective genome of the microbes that reside in the ecological niche or else the microbes themselves. The presence of microbiota in humans and other metazoan guts has been crucial for the understanding of the co-evolution between mitozoans and bacteria. Microbiota play a key role in the intestinal, immune, and metabolic responses via the fermentation product. All plants and animals, from simple life forms to humans, live in close association with microbial organisms. Several advances have driven the perception of microbiomes.